What's up, everybody? Well, before I get started with the video, I want to take the time to thank Aircraft One for the sign. I hadn't decided what I'm going to do yet with the sign. Hadn't decided whether I'm going to paint some metal and put behind to look like my logo, or if I'm going to get some colored plexiglass and put behind there and then put some lights. Hadn't decided what I'm going to do yet, but when I do decide, y'all will know because you will see a video with it in the background. So once again, thanks to Aircraft One for making me the sign. I really do appreciate it. In this video, I want to talk about the different gauges that are out now, because I know there are people out there that don't own the iConnect, that don't own the Smart Tool, that don't own the Mantooth, and don't own the Testo 550s with Bluetooth, and they want to know, which direction should I head? Should I go with the expensive iConnect? Should I go with the convenience of the Smart Tool? Should I go with the value of the Testo 550s with Bluetooth? Or should I go with the value of the Mantooth? So we're going to start at the top, up here with iConnect, and work our way down to the Mantooth. And in my opinion, that's the order they go. The iConnect, the Smart Tool, the Testo 550, and the Mantooth. So let's get started so we can finish up the video. The iConnect. In my opinion, the iConnect is a very good tool. I think that every company, no matter how big or how small, should own an iConnect. At least one of them, because that tool is like taking your car to a mechanic and having him put your car on the dyno to let you know how it's performing. I can't say enough good things about the iConnect. It does do a very good job. If you're a 20-year veteran or 30-year veteran of the field, then you will do great with the iConnect. I think if you're new in the field and you want to invest in the iConnect, I say great, go ahead and do it. But, word of warning, that tool will give you so much information it will make your head spin. Even to a seasoned veteran in the field, it will give you so much information that you know, it'll throw this number at you and you say, well, I got to change this number, but in order to do that I have to do this, and then once you change this number, then this number over here is going to change, and you have to know how to intertwine all those numbers to get that system running to the best of its ability. So for a new guy in the field, I don't know if I would start with the iConnect first. I think I would start with the Smart Tool or the Testo 550s, or you know, something like that before you graduate into the iConnect. Am I going to say that no, you shouldn't do it? No, you do whatever you want to do. But I think that you're going to have a hard enough time out in the field learning what the system does, and then you throw the iConnect on top of it, and you're really going to be like blown away with information. So start in the basics first, or start with the basics first, and then work your way up. I have heard guys say that, oh, you can't do your job properly without the iConnect, and I say, yes, you can. You can do your job properly without the iConnect. It doesn't make you a better tech, because in my opinion, you are the tech you are whether you own the iConnect or not. The only thing the iConnect is going to do is help you do your job a little better. A seasoned tech will do wonders with the iConnect. I bought it for those problem systems. I do not use it every call. I do not use it every day, but I do use it, and it is in my truck for certain circumstances. So, like I said before, I think every company ought to own at least one iConnect. That's it for the iConnect. It's a great tool. I can't say enough good things about it. The Smart Tool. That is my tool of choice. That is the tool that I go to when I get to the job. My son that works with me during the summertime, When we get out of the truck, he automatically goes to where the smart tool is. He has the iPad in his hand already, and we go to the unit. So that's the tool of choice. I like the convenience of the smart tool. And for you guys that say, well, the smart tool doesn't offer range, and it doesn't offer airflow, and it doesn't offer this, and it doesn't do this, and it doesn't do the same thing that iConnect does, I can tell you this, that they are working on airflow probes, and they are working on range, and they are going to be top contenders with the iConnect. And I know this because this last week, a couple reps from Sporland came to see me. They came to my little town. We went and had a nice lunch, and then we came back here to my office, and we talked about the future of the smart tool. We talked about everything from the app to how the smart tool is designed to what the smart tool should be capable of doing. And I asked the question on Google Plus that, you know, if you had your way, what would you do different with the smart tool, or what would you do with a smart tool? And I got all kind of different answers, and I chose the ones based on my experience that I thought was the most important. Some people said, well, they should put a charging port on it. I thought about, you know, the charging port aspect of it, and I said no, because, and here's why. The sensors that they send you are really small, you know, and you're capable of putting those sensors on just about any unit out there. And if they offered a charging port on the tool, that would make it longer, and you may not be able to put that sensor on certain units because of it. So I said, no, leave that alone. Let us decide the orientation of where that charging port is, according to the type of unit we have. And like I said, Sporland was grateful, and I was grateful for them to come to my house, and they did, because my office is at my house, and talk to me about the future of the smart tool. I can't talk about the things we talked about other than airflow is on its way, range is on its way, different clamps for refrigeration is on its way. I don't do refrigeration, so the clamps that come with the kit now are perfect for what I do. But I do know that the refrigeration aspect of it and range really does play a part in what you guys that do refrigeration, like in supermarkets and stuff like that. Range plays a part in whether you're going to buy the tool or not. So, with that being said, the smart tool is number 2 as far as gauges go. The digital gauges of today go. And next we're going to go to, I don't know, the Mantooth or the 550s. I guess we'll do the Mantooth third, because it's in that category of being hoseless. So the Mantooth. Would I invest the money in the Mantooth? And the answer is quite frankly no. And here's the reason why. Is because I just don't like the wires. I don't like the wires, and I don't like the fact that it's not 100% waterproof. If you bought the smart tool, you would know what I was talking about. I have used the smart tool. While washing the condensers, I don't worry about taking the smart tool off of the unit. I can use coil cleaner with the smart tool still attached to the unit, and I can rinse that unit off and not worry about having to take the smart tool off. Can't do that with the Mantooth. I think the Mantooth just fell short in several different categories, so I wouldn't spend the money. Yeah, it's at a value point of around $300, but it's one of those things, you get what you pay for. Am I saying don't buy it? No, I'm not saying that. If you want to buy it because of the price point, go ahead and buy it. I talked to one guy that owns it, and he said he didn't like it because of the wires. Take it for what it's worth, but I'm not saying don't go buy it. I'm just saying I wouldn't own it personally. The Testo 550s with Bluetooth. What can I say? Testo makes a great product. I own two 550s now without the Bluetooth. I've had one for 4 years, never had a problem with it, except for the temperature probes. I messed up several of the temperature probes. That's the reason I went over to Smart Tool, because it's all wireless. And those temperature probes for the Testos are like $60 a piece, and you mess one up, you gotta go buy another one. I prefer to be wireless. To me, owning the Testo 550s with Bluetooth is more of a novelty than anything. And that's my opinion. Don't shoot the messenger. If you want a product that's Bluetooth, you need to go with something like the iConnect or the Smart Tool. The reason I say it's more of a novelty is because you have a set of hoses. I think what happened was Testo listened to us in the very beginning when the iManifold came out. Oh, it needs a screen on it. It needs a screen. It needs a screen, and then the ability to have a separate screen like the phone or the iPad. But I'm telling you, from my own personal experience, without the screen, like on the iConnect and the Smart Tool, you don't even know it's not there because you have the capability of viewing your temperatures and your pressures from a device. And I'm not even worried about, well, what if it fails? So what if it does fail? What if you're in the field and you have a system that isn't running properly and it does fail? Well, hey, what if you're driving down the street and your car dies? What are you going to do? I don't have the answers. I really don't. But I will tell you this, that why would you want to own a set of gauges that have a screen on them and hoses and wires, and then go 5 foot away just to look at your phone to see what the pressures are doing? To me, it's sort of a novelty. Now, you can say, well, I need that for reporting, and that's fine if that's what you want it for. You want it for reporting, but if you want reporting feature, you really need to go to the iConnect. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Unless you're working in commercial, residential customers just do not care about a reporting feature. And if they do care about it, they don't care about what Testo says. They want to see the iConnect part of it. They want to see a report like the iConnect. Nobody can provide that report right now like the iConnect does. So, and I hate to say it, but like I said, to me, the Testo 550 with Bluetooth is pretty much a novelty item. Oh, look what I got! I got a set of gauges with Bluetooth. So what? So what? I mean, you're not paying any extra for it. I mean, it's $300 is a good price. But are you really going to use the phone or an iPad? Are you going to drag your iPad to a job, to a unit, to charge it with when you got the screen right there? I mean, like I said, unless you're just doing the reporting part of it, and if you can't see airflow, tonnage, EER, and all that other stuff, why do you even care about the reporting feature of the Testo or the Smart Tool for that fact? I've never sent a customer a report from the Smart Tool because it's just not something I know they don't really care about. And if they do want a report, I'll break out the iConnect and let them see exactly what their system's doing. I know the Smart Tool is going to be a contender with the iConnect, but I own them both because I think every tool has its place. Just like owning two different screwdrivers, a Phillips and a flathead. You wouldn't try to loosen a flathead with a Phillips screwdriver, and vice versa. So, every tool has its place on the truck. I don't know how helpful this review is of the 4, because in my opinion right now there's only 4. And it's about money. It's about, this one costs this much, but it does this much stuff. The next one costs this much, but it does this much stuff. And then you have down here your different price points. And they don't really do a whole lot. I mean, the Mantooth will give you a report, but to me, if reports are that important, you need to buy the iConnect. We live in a techie society, and people love that kind of stuff, and they're like, "Oh, my guy come out here with this and this and this," and he even sent me a report, but it didn't tell me nothing. I don't know what those numbers mean. You send them a report from an iConnect, and they're like, "Wow, you mean my system's only giving me 2.3 tons out of 3? You know, what can we do to make things different? Wow, my system's doing 3 tons and now my house isn't cooling very well because I need insulation in my attic." Being able to provide a customer with that kind of information is what they want. They don't care about a stupid report from Testo's, and I hate to say it, but from the Smart Tool, because it's really not telling them what they need to know or what they want to know. It's just saying, hey, your superheat was this, or your superheat was that, or your subcooling was this, blah, blah, blah. But it's not giving true information that they really want to know. We all know that your superheat can be right, and your subcooling can be right, but your airflow would be wrong. And if your airflow is wrong, then... So, like I said, my choice, iConnect, the Smart Tool. I'm going to go with the Testos next, and then the Mantooth. That's just the order I would put them in. And yes, the Testos are $1,700. The Smart Tool is $600. The Testos are $3. Mantooth is around $3. You know, you get what you pay for in the end. And if it was me doing it, I would do it exactly the way I did it. I have the iConnect and I have the Smart Tool, and I have a set of Testos. I had 2 sets of Testos 550 on the truck without the Bluetooth, because like I said, if you have this one up here because you want to be wireless and hoseless, then why would you buy this one over here that has wires and hoses attached to it? So my suggestion is this: buy the 550s or buy the 549s, you know, because they're a lot cheaper. You don't have to have a phone. You're not going to be looking at your phone and then dialing in your gauges over here. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So I think Testo missed the mark on their ability to come out with a set of gauges that's Bluetooth, because there's no range attached to it. So, you know, that's just me and my opinion. You take it for what it's worth. It's just my 2 cents. So, anyway, y'all have a great one, and we'll see you later. Bye.